And I think one thing to note too, to tie this all the way back to what we're talking about with the whales. So here's one of the luxuries that the whales have. Now, not all whales are going to want to take advantage of the fact that they've got billions of free tokens, but I think it's safe to say that there may be a couple of these larger players that still exist in the ecosystem that don't value Hedron and the system that's coming as much as they value Hex. So they may see that their Hedron tokens are their one-stop shop to acquiring more T-shares. And so if they're utilizing and only seeing their Hedron as value in that sense, they're going to burn so much Hedron in the process. And even if there's one of them, that's a lot of Hedron going bye-bye. And so this is a legitimate thing to consider here too, that could happen. I mean, maybe there's one or two, maybe there's a bunch of them. We don't know how many of these players still exist that are waiting for the opportunity to make the most of their Hedron tokens. And maybe that is the way that they make the most of their Hedron tokens, through buying HSIs. And that inadvertently makes Hedron incredibly rare, much faster than we would have expected if that situation happens.
Yep, absolutely. And let's see what else. There's one more thing I wanted to say. I don't remember, but here's another thing. Another way to frame all of this. Each of these HSIs, they can be liquidated more than once. And so now not only are they hex stakes in terms of like you're entitled to more hex over time, but they're also ICOSA printers. Each HSI has the potential to mint Hedron, to mint ICOSA, I believe 4 times a year. Yes, 90 days, 3 months. So 4 times a year, each of these things can mint Hedron. And so if you think about the formula that is used to calculate how much ICOSA is mintable from each of these HSIs, you see the T-share rate in both the numerator and the denominator, right? So new stakes are getting like exponentially diluted because T-shares are getting harder to obtain and the T-share rate is going up. But these stakes that already exist have locked in their T-share rate. So the new ICOSA that can be minted from these stakes is only being diluted by the T-share rate. So that's an extra value proposition already added on top of the value prop that exists just by being a hex stake, by getting trustless interest in the form of hex and Hedron. Now it has the potential to mint ICOSA as well at a less diluted rate because its share rate is already locked in. And so that's another thing to think about when you're looking at these stakes at the liquidation auction. Like you can see them pop up multiple times because these are Hex, Hedron, and ICOSA money printers.
Yes. Very well said. Yeah. I mean, that is actually, I have never thought of that before. That's actually crazy. Yeah. You can see recycled HSIs every 90 days, really. And that also burns more Hedron over time until they're constantly recycled.